Restaurant Unstoppable, inspire, empower, and transform the industry. But where were you? Like, what happened the day that I walked out of your restaurant? Like, where were you? Where was your business? What was going on?
Well, business was great. We were on track to have our best year ever. I think a lot of businesses were around that time, actually, just the nature of the economy and such. But I also personally was feeling like, oh, it's flowing. Like we finally have all of our operations manuals done. Like it was like, check, 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 check. This is working. Um, and then, gosh, it must have been like a couple of weeks after that we started hearing more about the COVID thing, taking it a little more seriously. Masks started running out, and I thought, oh God, what is happening? And I decided to just sort of do my best and roll with the punches. And we operated basically as a takeout restaurant for a few weeks. And it only took a couple of weeks of that for me to realize this was just not what I wanted to be doing. And I didn't see it going away anytime soon. My landlord tried to convince me it would be gone in 4 weeks. I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just halted everything and was like, this isn't what I want to be doing. I was kind of already, and stop me whenever, I'm kind of on a monologue here, so stop me whenever. But I think before COVID hit, I was already feeling a bit fatigued by just being responsible for a business, several years in. And owning a business is super hard and demanding. And so with this extra thing, I was like, you know what? I think if it's meant to be, it'll reopen in the future. But for now, I got to go.
So before the news of COVID hit, were you happy with your restaurant? I mean, you just mentioned that you're kind of fatigued. You're kind of, I think most people, 99.9% of people who are in this industry underestimate how hard it's going to be to run their own restaurant.
Yes.
Some more than others, but almost all of us underestimate how hard it's going to be. Was there any resentment at that point?
Resentment toward
opening your business, starting what you
no. I think, like you said, we always underestimate it, and it didn't matter how many people told me it was hard. I was like, yeah, but I'll be different. Like I'll have a great work-life balance, and I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And to an extent, I think I did a pretty good job of that, but it was always a weight on me. Like no matter what, the shit always rolled downhill, and I felt downhill in the sense that I was supporting my staff, and I love my staff, and I love the restaurant. So I did whatever it took to keep it alive and make it successful. So I don't resent the choice to open it. I think it was the only path to figuring out that that's not what I wanted to do. And that's a very important thing to know.
But at this point, when I was there interviewing you, sharing your story, you were on path. Like you were continuing. At this point, you weren't thinking it's time to close.
Not at all. I think I had thoughts of selling, but it was also it was more of a thought like, well, I need 2 more restaurants, and when I have 3, I'll think about like partnering up with another company or maybe selling these 3. I didn't think like selling one restaurant was an option, but I was sort of thinking about my exit plan.